a game in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the Western Michigan Broncos. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with Louisiana Tech's head coach pregame. This is a great opportunity for his squad, bringing a group of 16 into a Big 12 opponent. The crowd is crazy. The teams are excited, but he wants his team to play one play at a time. He believes an upset is totally possible if his guys do their job and be the best version of themselves today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Broncos ready to kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Miller. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Cut there. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Miller. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Baker. Oh, they're after him. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Run inside. It's Miller. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well stick with him. Bounced off his feet.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Baker. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's got great speed. And there he goes. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Going to the run, it's Buckley. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Let it go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Baker. That's caught. It's Finley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's 3rd and 5. Running inside, it's Miller. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Lowry. Throws to the tight end. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Miller. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Escapes the pressure going right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the run. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. Makes a move. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Lowry. Unleashes one deep. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Bringing the heat. Trying to get away. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Finley. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He'll pull it down and run. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like that.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Buckley. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
The Broncos, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The run inside. It's Buckley. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Lowry.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Going right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here's a heat. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with UTSA taking on the number 5 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Roadrunners, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a nonprofit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental.
He'll take the deep shot. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. It's caught. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Catch in the middle. It's Buckley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Wait, when you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Finding some room. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly,
looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set.
Here we go. Ready. Let's go.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Right down the middle. With the catch, it's Finley. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Ready, ready. Ready, go.
Maybe a crease. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Lowry. Pocket breaking down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they sniff that draw out. When a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Throws for the tight end. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll start this drive with a pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Booth. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to throw, it's Lowry. Pressure coming, and they got him.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Wilkerson. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Finley. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They have had no answers at all. They've exploited every matchup you can think of, and he's over 150 yards receiving.
And you got to give the offense credit, too, because they're just finding more and more creative ways to get this guy involved in this game. He is such a weapon.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw it. Plucks it out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes it running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And now, fourth quarter, four-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead.
Here we go, ready.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a first and goal. Delayed handoff. It's Brooks. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Hey, check it. 224 plus. 224 plus.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating to have a false start in this area of the field, but still second and goal. Try and play action. Complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Tight end now in motion. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And after that completion at this juncture of the game, if I'm the quarterback, where is my best one-on-one matchup? I'm throwing this in the end zone on fourth down to win the game. Where do I have a size advantage? Who can win for me one-on-one?
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. To the air, it's Baker. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And, man, what a big fourth down stop for this squad. You needed it, man. To pull the upset, you had to do something special. You gave up some yards, but they came up big in a big spot. You want to make an upset? You want to make something happen? You got to make plays like that, and they come through in a clutch moment.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Ready, go.
The give out of the gun. Push down for the tackle. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the D.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 2nd and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It's one thing to execute early in the game,